Hi everybody, this is part 2 to the video. I'm just like really tired, so just if I'm not going happy and everything, I'm just it's 1:34. I'm trying to get this done before I go to sleep. Yeah. I'm all God, I hope I don't have to break this into 3 videos. It'll kill me.
To the moon, Ma.
I better move this though.
If you wanted a favor, you could just ask. There are only 2 things I look forward to each day. And both of them
I watched Chainsaw Sally. Killing is in her blood.
Has anybody seen Blanche? She had a date last night and this morning.
Please,
she's not even there.
April Money Purell, I don't really know that. Please make a part 2. Please, I wish I could get her show, the Chainsaw Sally show, season 1 and 2. I can get season 1, but I can't get season 2. I want both. Please, can you please make a part 2 to this? I'm like dying for it. This is like so good. I wish I could really meet her. Just to actually just talk to her.
Jealous and concerned. You haven't drowned yourself in young men since this
this was made in 2007, long after the sun has set in Porterville. The still of the night is shattered by blast of a chainsaw and screams of flesh-ripping punishment. At the age of 10, Sally Damon witnessed the brutal murder of her parents. Alone in the world, she raised her little brother as best she could, haunted by nightmarish memories of the killings and savoring an ever-growing taste for revenge. She's now a quiet young woman, timid and harmless, most locals would say, but they don't know a thing about Sally, who is obsessed with gruesome images of violence, torture, and retribution. Sally might live the life of a small-town librarian by day, yet she is something completely different by night. And the night is coming, and the hunt will begin again, with Chainsaw Sally acting as judge, jury, and bloody executioner of those who are evil in her eyes. This couldn't really happen in real life, I don't think, because at the age of 10, her parents were killed. Her and her brother went into hiding. The police would most likely have looked for them. Yet they were hiding just in a shed behind their house, basically. Like in the woods behind their house. They would have been able to find them. And how did she get I know you gotta go, you gotta go to college or some kind of school to be a librarian. How did she do that? And she didn't even finish school herself. I mean, that is like a big thing. Did an adult help them? I'm thinking she raised the boy by herself, so I mean, I'm assuming she did all that by herself. Man, she was one smart 10-year-old if she was able to do all that. But there is a behind the scenes thing on this. Commentary, making of documentary, Gunnar Hansen interview, silence music video, H.G. Lewis interview, Sally artwork gallery. Do want a poster of her too. I went on the website, Chainsaw Sally website. There is only, I might get them all up, but one. It shows nudity. I'm not really into that. Well, the nudity on a poster, because I'm 5-year-old. So I might get them all except for that one. One by one, I'll get them. But I love this movie. Then I watched The Cake Eaters. It was made in 2008. Award-winning actress Mary Stuart Matterson, which it didn't occur to me until I watched behind the scenes, and I didn't even recognize her at first. It's the same woman that played in Fried Green Tomatoes. Didn't even recognize her at first. May makes her featured directorial debut with this quirky small-town drama that explores the lives of 2 interconnected families as they confront old ghosts and discover love in the face of devastating loss. Award-winning, critically acclaimed, The Cake Eaters is intricately woven, powerfully potent, and features a brilliant ensemble cast. I'm just wondering if, like, I'm just like, make up your own ending. I like to think that them two actually end up staying together, and they end up, like, she may not be able to get cured, but she doesn't get, I know it's probably just my wishful thinking, but they end up just staying together. That's what I'd want. They might be even get married or something. Commentary, cast interviews, exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, deleted scenes, and that's it.
How pathetic. A person could live their life totally alone, devoid of
Let Me In.
companionship or love.
I love this cover where it can just, like,
start a club.
2010. From Matt Reeves, the director of Cloverfield, comes the new vampire classic that critics are calling chillingly real, one of the best horror films of the year, and a haunting, touching, and unforgettable thriller. In bleak New Mexico, a lonely bullied boy Owen forms a unique bond with his mysterious new neighbor Abby, who moves from town to town with the man who appears to be her father. Trapped in the mind and body of a child, however, Abby is forced to hide a horrific secret of bloodthirsty survival. But in a world of both tenderness and terror, how can you invite in the one friend who may unleash the ultimate nightmare? Based on the Swedish novel Let the Right One In, Let Me In is a dark and violent love story and a beautiful piece of cinema and a respectable rendering of my novel, for which I am grateful. John, I'm not even going to pronounce the name, the author said it. Commentary, making of Let Me In, the art of special effects, car crash sequence step by step, deleted scenes, trailer, and poster. Gallery.
Fortunately, someone was there to get me out of that room. Thanks, Mom.
Gonna watch Footloose. He's a big city kid in a small town. They said he'd never win. He knew he had to. I'm not gonna watch the remake to this. I hate it when they make remakes sometimes. The only thing I like about the remake is Blake Shelton singing that song. That's it. It's the widescreen edition, special collector's edition, actually. As soon as I saw this on DVD, I grabbed it. I had it on VHS. I still might have it, but I wanted it on DVD because of the special features on it. Footloose jumps with spirit-dazzling dance numbers and an electrifying musical score. It portrays the timeless struggle between innocent pleasure and rigid mortality when city boy Ryan McCormick finds himself in an uptight Midwestern town where dancing has been banned. Ryan revolts with his best friend Willard and the minister's daughter. Features a treasury of top 10 songs. I'm not going to mention the songs, I'm sorry. It was made in 1984. I'll show you the special features, and then I'll show you the songs first. That's the songs, and then here's the special features.
Rose, you know what this means. Yeah.
There.
You must have really jumped on this guy's bandwagon.
I watched all of these, by the way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just hadn't gotten around to watching part 5 yet.
I'm fine, thanks. What's new with you? Of course, nothing.
Tremors 2, Aftershocks, Tremors 3, Back to Perfection, Tremors 4, The Legend Begins. Those relentless man-eating creatures from below are back in the groundbreaking Tremors Attack Pack. Get ready to rumble as all 4 Tremors films comes to DVD in one ultimate collection, with such stars as Kevin Bacon, Michael Gross, Fred Ward, and Reba McEntire. It's no surprise that this is the collection horror comedy fans have been waiting for. They're going to have to redo this. Put part 5 in it.
I'm just somebody who helped him do it.
Or make a box set or something. That'd be kind of cool. Then I watched Bird on a Wire. Just want to make sure I didn't say anything. No. This was made in 1990. Superstars, Mel Gibson, and Goldie Hawn. I'm not a big fan of Goldie Hawn. I'm still a big fan of Mel Gibson. Certain movies no, certain movies yes, though. I'm more of a big fan of him than her.
So glad you came. This is a big day for you. It is.
Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn team up in this non-stop action comedy directed by John Badham. Hiding under the FBI witness protection program, Rick Jarman gets nervous when his old flame, Marion Graves, recognizes him. But before he can assume a new identity, the man he put in jail is released and comes to pay his respects. Rick and Marianne find themselves thrown together on an exhilarating cross-country scramble, barely evading the gangsters, police, and an amorous veteran. Their whirlwind travels lead to an unforgettable climax in an elaborate zoo exhibit. PBS TV calls the film a roller coaster of a movie with hot action and wild humor. The bird soars. No special features.
How does it feel?
So many years inside, I forgot how much I love to travel.
You see, Jimmy, you put one foot in front of the other, that's all it takes.
I watched Catch and Release. Life is messy, love is messier.
I thought you were tired of isolating.
Oh, I am.
Actually, Sam, I feel sorry for that dude right there in the middle. He was in love with her from the beginning, like, and she ends up with him, which is okay. I mean, I kind of liked him too. This was made 2007. After the death of her fiance, Gray moves in with her late love's best friends, while Sam and Dennis do their best to cheer Gray up. Fritz doesn't seem to care. Once Gray breaks through Fritz's defenses, however, she finally sees why her fiancé thought so highly of him. As they spend more time together, Gray learns that her chances for love have not died out with her fiancé, but when some surprise guests show up on their doorstep, it'll take the love of all her new friends to help Gray learn that life may be messy, but love is messier. 2 commentaries, and that's it on special features. Then watched The Village. Full screen edition, made in 2005. This is one of my favorite movies ever. M. Night Shyamalan, the director who brought you the world's greatest thrillers on DVD, now creates his most thought-provoking triumph yet, breaking international records and dazzling audiences around the globe. The Village is a smart, edge-of-your-seat chiller, crawling with terrifying surprises and frightening twists and turns. An isolated, tight-knit community lives in mortal fear of an oppressive evil inhabiting the forbidden forest just beyond their tiny village, so frightening that no one ventures into the woods until one villager dares to face the unknown, with unforgettable performances from Joaquin Phoenix, Sigourney Weaver, William Hurt, Adrian Brody, and newcomer Bryce Dallas Howard. This was her first film. This powerful motion picture is one of Hollywood's best psychological thrillers and ranks with the best of Hitchcock. Here's special features. I'm trying to get the glare off of it.
Or spit and time it. And there was always that wise guy who'd have a couple of drinks and unzip himself.
And again, let me explain this before I even show it. I hated one of these movies so bad, I'm probably never going to watch it again. And I didn't watch it because I actually did not like it. I watched The Craft, Fright Night, and Brain Scan, Monster High. No. I thought it would actually, I thought Monster High would actually have been, I didn't even look at the back. I just saw these 3. I especially saw this and that and wanted it bad. Never heard of Brain Scan, and I thought I'd give it a try, and I thought Monster High was, like a school for monsters, or something. No, it's something sucky. The Craft was made in 1996. Monster High, 1989. Fright Night, 1985. Brain Scan, 1994. I'm not going to read Monster High, but I probably will, just for anybody who's interested. the craft. Sarah has always been different, so as the newcomer to St. Benedict's Academy, she immediately falls in with the high school outsiders. These girls won't settle for being a group of powerless misfits. They have discovered the craft and they're going to use it. Wait.
No, I didn't happen to see Ed Sullivan last night, but I'm sure it was a good one.
Doesn't what's his name play in this too?
That bell is you, Fluffy.
Skeet Ulrich. Doesn't he play in that? Or is it somebody else? You tell me. Monster High is a horror film parody that begins in the office of Monster in Charge Ceridium Damianus Hectoplag, whatever, I can't pronounce it. A faceless being with gangmaster mannerisms. Checking a list of planets scheduled for destruction, he finds Earth's demise has been mysteriously postponed.
I don't understand.
Fright Night. He's sweet, sexy, and he likes to sleep in late. You might think he's the perfect neighbor, but before inviting Jerry in for a nightcap, there's just one thing you should know. Jerry prefers his drinks warm, red, and straight from the jugular. It's Fright Night, a horrific howl starring Chris Sanderson as the seductive vampire and William Ragsdale as the frantic teenager struggling to keep Jerry's deadly fangs out of his neck. Only 17-year-old Charlie Brewster knows Jerry's blood-curdling secret. When Charlie can't get anybody to believe him, he turns to TV horror host Peter Vincent, who used to be the great vampire killer of the movies. Can these mortals save Charlie and his sweetheart Amy from the wrathful bloodsucker's toothy embrace? If you love being scared, Fright Night will give you the nightmare of your life. I had now just found out that there is a part 2 to Fright Night. I thought the part 2 that I was seeing was actually a part 2 to the remake. I heard they remade it, so I kind of got confused. I thought part 2, the cover and everything, I mean, it looked weird. Can you guys please tell me what that's about? I know it's about him actually becoming a vampire, but does he stay a vampire? Or does he get killed? Or what? Can somebody please tell me, like, don't spoil me too much, but spoil me a little bit. Just tell me, like, little things, because I really want to know before I buy it, because that's actually me. I want to know before I buy it, see if I actually would want to buy it. I don't want to waste my money. Brain Scan. When a lonely teenager, Edward Furlong, orders the latest interactive video game, the high-tech wizardry penetrates his subconscious, where his darkest impulses lead him through a deadly maze of murder, deception, and desire. Pursued by a homicide detective and prodded by the trickster, he is torn between the worlds of good and evil, of reality and fantasy, and ultimately of life and death. For a very long time, I still got to admit to it. Yeah, I had a crush on Edward Furlong. Now, I don't know about now, but when he was younger, he was cute. Don't know about now. The only thing I've seen him in now was that Zombie. I think Zombie. Was it Zombie? It's a horror movie, a new one that he did. It was a zombie-ish type or alien-ish type movie. Can't remember. It was so long ago when I saw it that I can't remember much about it. I'm gonna have to look him up again. I think it was Zombies, if I'm mistaken, because I remember his wife dying.
I must still have some life left in me if I can make Mel Bushman's head snap back like that.
But I love that Brain Scan. Okay. Then I watched Knocked Up, Unrated, and Unprotected. What if this guy got you pregnant? I just make sure it's saying special edition and another one. It was just made in 2007. The writer and director of The 40-Year-Old Virgin delivers another hilarious hit comedy. They say that opposites attract. Well, for slacker Ben and career girl Allison, that's certainly the case, at least for one intoxicated evening. 2 months and several pregnancy tests later, Ben and Allison go through a hysterically funny, anxious, and heartwarming journey that leads to huge laughs and the most outrageous comedy of the year. I heard there's a part 4 to this. Part 2. I'm sorry, I was thinking of the title. There's a part 2 to this. It's called Turning 40, I think. or 40. 40 was in the title.
I played with fire and I lost.
It's mostly about her sister and her husband.
Forgot your sweater, Dorothy.
Come in.
I'm gonna check it out
How
too.
did you get here?
I walked.
Well, it's not really a sequel; it's a prequel.
I'd like you
It's
to meet
connected,
my
but not
roommates,
really.
Rose and Blanche.
Okay,
Would you like us?
No, I gotta start getting used to people. Dorothy, you should know that when I got back to my place, I did some thinking, and actually I
I then
did some
watched
shaking, and then I
Letters
did
to
some
Juliet.
thinking, and I realized I was alone again. After
In
meeting you,
Verona, Italy, the beautiful city where Romeo first met Juliet, there is a place where the heartbroken leave notes asking Juliet for help. It's there that aspiring writer Sophie finds a 50-year-old letter that will change her life forever. As she sets off on a romantic journey of the heart with the letter's author, Claire, now a grandmother, and her handsome grandson, all three will discover that sometimes the greatest love story ever told is your own.
Because we'll have to use Rose's car.
This was made in 2010. I saw this on TV. That's the only reason I wanted to get it so bad.
Come on in here. I'll fix us all some coffee.
Great
It's over there.
idea.
I think I can make it if I take it just a little bit at a time.
I watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Two-time Academy Award winner Kevin Costner plays the legendary Sherwood Forest outlaw leader in a richly textured epic bringing of 21st century medieval world to spectacular screen life. Filmed at historic locales in England and France, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves brims with the romance, passion, pageantry, and humor that have made this remarkable nobleman a hero through the ages, and his story the focus of many movies over the past century. Morgan Freeman as Moorish aristocratic Azim, Christian Slater as rebellious Will Scarlet, Alan Rickman as the evil sheriff of Nottingham, Mary Elizabeth Mastrom, I can't pronounce her name, as the spirited Lady Marian also star. One tiny thing to say it. A lot of people thought he was the handsomest one on there. Not to me. I mean, sure, he's cute, but the cute one on here would have been Will Scarlet, Christian Slater. On this, anyways. He's like really cute on this. Only production notes and sketch trailer. That's it on this. And I hope I can tell you 1991. I then watched Mean Girls, the full screen collection. I heard they made a part 2, but I'm not getting it. At least not yet. Raised in the African bush country by her zoologist parents, Caddy thinks she knows all about the survival of the fittest, but the law of jungle takes on a whole new meaning when the homeschooled 16-year-old enters public high school for the first time. Actually, before I even finished this, that was a mistype. That was I wrote 16. It put 15 years old. At the beginning, I mean, actually in the movie it mentioned she's 16. Actually, I looked it up on the internet too, making sure. Oh, I don't think she was 15. I thought she was 16. Yeah, she's 16 in the movie. Trying to find her place among jocks and athletes and other subcultures, Caddy crosses paths with the meanest species of all, the Queen Bee, aka the cool and calculating Regina, leader of the school's most fashionable clique, the Plastics. When Caddy falls for Regina's ex-boyfriend, though, the Queen Bee is stung, and she schemes to ruin Caddy's social future. Caddy's own clause soon comes out as she leaps into the hilarious girl world war that has the whole school running for cover. It's made in 2004.
That's why every Sunday after services he'd stand up and yell, "I can lick any man in this church." Huh. Oh, pussycat. Just the person I was looking for. I have a question for you. Strictly hypothetical. Let's say a man wants to take out on a date.
The Frighteners, Peter Jackson Director's Cut. This was made in 2005, 1996.
Looks. Honey.
And it says over 4 hours of special features. And that's the truth. Every time I try to watch special features, I pass out. Not that it's boring, it's just so long that I just end up passing out. Michael J. Fox stars as Frank Bannister, a small-town ghostbuster in league with the very spirits he is supposed to be exorcising. The scam works well until a powerful spirit goes on a murderous rampage, forcing Frank to find a way to stop the diabolical ghoul in his special effects-packed supernatural chiller that's so fiendishly entertaining it's frightening. Kinda wish they'd make a part 2 to this as well.
Of course. What do you think of a woman who cries herself to sleep every Saturday night because she's bored and lonely?
I mean, that guy got out of hell once. He could get out of hell again.
If you can fix Dorothy up with somebody, maybe I can get out of the house once in a while. Or at least stay in and walk around naked.
Go on to the cartoons that I watched this month. I didn't get to watch Monster High because I let somebody borrow it. But I did watch Barbie, a Fashion Fairy Tale, made in 2010. Join Barbie in a colorful modern-day fairy tale filled with fashion, friends, and fun. Barbie and her dog Sequin jet off to visit her aunt's amazing fashion house in Paris, and much to her surprise, it's about to be shut down forever. After she discovers 3 enchanting fairies with sparkle magic powers, Barbie comes up with a brilliant idea to save the business. She even inspires Alice, a shy fashion designer, and together they create a dazzling runaway fashion show. Barbie shows that magic happens when you believe in yourself.
Extra toes.
I couldn't live with any of those. Look, I am perfectly capable of attracting a man who is charming, good-looking, and interested in personal hygiene.
Made in 2009. From the revolutionary minds of Pixar and well, I'm going to skip over this.
I'm stunned.
Carl Fredricksen, a retired balloon salesman, is part rascal, part dreamer who is ready for his last chance at high-flying excitement. Tying thousands of balloons to his house, millions, Carl sets off to the lost world of his childhood dreams. Unbeknownst to Carl, Russell, an over-eager 8-year-old wilderness explorer who has never ventured beyond his backyard, is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Carl's front porch. The world's most unlikely duo reach new heights and meet fantastic friends like Doug, a dog with a special collar that allows him to speak, and Kevin, a rare 13-foot-tall flightless bird. Stuck together in the wilds of the jungle, Carl realizes that sometimes life's biggest adventures aren't the ones you set out looking for. There's a short film, Doug's Special Mission, and Partly Cloudy. That's it on the special features part. I'm hoping pretty God I can get through this. I got 3 VHSs to show you. One of them I borrowed it from my sister. The other 2, that's mine. This is my sister's. I'm just going to go ahead and show hers. I don't care. I want this myself. Stigmata. The messenger must be silenced. I'm buying this for myself. I don't care how, but I'm buying it. It was made in 1999. Elasso has just received the wounds of Christ and a shocking message that will alter history. Patricia Arquette, Gabriel Byron, and Jonathan Pryce star in this chillingly original thriller with probingly provocative ideas. Frankie Page is a bold, free spirit with no cares, no worries, and absolutely no faith in God. All of that changes when she suddenly begins to suffer the stigmata. Living wounds of the crucified Christ, bleeding from those miraculously wounds and speaking in an ancient biblical tongue. Frankie comes to the attention of the Vatican's top investigator, Father Kiernan, but when a corrupt church official, Cardinal Houseman, discovers that Frankie is actually channeling an extraordinary and earth-shattering message that could destroy the church, he's convinced that she and the force possessing her must be silenced. Determined to stop this deadly conspiracy, Kiernan risks his life to save Frankie, and the message that will rock not only the Roman Catholic Church, but the destiny of mankind forever. One question before I show the other 2. The only thing that confused me is the ending. They, romantically kiss. Are they together? Does he leave the church? Because it seems like he did, especially at the very ending. He's not even wearing the thing anymore. It's like he's actually decided to leave the church. He's going to be more with science. Not that he doesn't believe in God and stuff. He does. It's just I think he's going to be more science. I kind of hope them two end up together.
My friends in Atlanta read in the papers where you'd be selling off this
I then watch
and before you did, there's something I'd like
Walk
to ask
Like a
you.
Man.
The Bible? No thanks, I don't drink.
This was made in 1987. Howie's a How. That's Howie Mandel, one of the 80s most irrepressible actors and comedians. You know the glove on head chicken trick. Well, this time Howie's a dog, sort of. Lost in the wilderness as an infant, Bobo Shand is reared by a pack of wolves. 25 years pass before Bobo is found by a beautiful animal behaviorist, Penny, who returns him to his long-lost family and to the $30 million trust left by his late father. As Penny struggles to civilize the scratching, sniffing, fire engine chasing Bobo, greedy brother Reggie and his tipsy wife plot deviously to keep up the money for themselves. Half dog, half human, all wacko. Mandel as Bobo gives a performance reminiscent of the great Topper Marx, and Cloris Leachman as the Looney Tunes mother shows her delightful flair for the bizarre. This is like one of my favorite movies. This is also one of my favorites. Crybaby. He's a doll, he's a dreamboat, he's a delinquent. This was made in 1990. Johnny Depp stars in John Waters' hilarious juvenile delinquent musical comedy extravaganza, Wade Walker Baby. Is the coolest, toughest hood in his Baltimore high school. His ability to shed one single tear drives all the girls wild, especially Allison Vernon Williams. A beautiful, rich square, Allison finds herself drawn to the world of Crybaby and his draped pals. Soon she finds herself eagerly inhaling the evil influences of rockabilly music and fast cars. It's the hilariously high-throttle world of 1954, complete with rousing musical numbers and a diverse cast, including Polly Bergen, Susan Tyrrell, Ricky Lake, and Tracy Lords, and many more. Very funny movie. That's all I watch right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.